Now, here's Chris.
Good morning, Great Britain. Hello, everybody. Hello to the world. Welcome to the Chris Moyles Show. It's the first 25, and you can watch it on Global Player live. Or the catch-up on YouTube, which we don't plug because Ashley hasn't bought it yet.
Yeah.
A couple of things to start the show. Bit of housekeeping. James isn't in today.
No.
Because he's poorly, so he's working from home.
We can't do the hallelujah chorus for
Yeah, we
James
can.
being sick.
And then the second thing is I need to have a go at some people.
Oh, what's happened?
You two.
Oh, no.
The pair of you.
Oh, what have we done?
Just stop it with your passive-aggressive games, with your mind games. I don't need it, right?
Oh.
If I want to be drowning in passive-aggressiveness, I'll have a FaceTime with my mum for 20 minutes.
Right.
All right?
Oh, no.
Okay.
What's
if I
happened?
want to be manipulated into
Yeah.
something, I'll just stay at home with Tiff. Right? Don't need to come to work and have you two playing mind games, manipulating me. You know exactly what just happened.
I do.
Are you talking about the...
And I'm going to say exactly what just happened.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm not going to exaggerate. You tell me if I'm wrong.
Go on.
And then let the listeners decide.
Okay, go on.
Right? I'm sick of being the bad guy in all of these scenarios when I'm innocent. We're in the studio.
Yeah.
We're about a minute maybe before we go live on the air. And Pippa says, Are you all right there? Are you warm enough? And I went, yeah. Now, that's not the question she's asking. The question she wants to ask is, can I turn the heating up in here? I'm a bit cold. She doesn't do that. She asks me if I'm all right. Are you all right with the temperature? And I went, yeah. She goes, because I see you wearing a T-shirt. And I went, yeah, I'm all right. Because she hasn't asked the question she wants to ask. And then Dominic goes, do you want to turn it up a bit? And Pippa goes, well, I've just turned it down, but it might get cold. I'll see how it goes. I'll keep an eye on it. As she says, I'll keep an eye on it, Dominic blows into his hands and rubs his hands. He goes like this. Like that. And I went, you serious? Are you kidding me? Are you that cold? And he ignores me. Here's it. Ignores me and goes, huh? And I went, are you that cold? He goes, yeah, it's a little bit chilly. At which point, on the why of chilly, Pippa leaps out of her chair like a gazelle and goes, I'll just turn it up for a bit and see how we get on. Goes over to the aircon and turns it up to the temperature she wanted in the first place. What a waste of everybody's time.
Can I just...
Is that an exaggeration or did that happen?
No, now listen.
That did happen.
I have to say,
Blow by
I'm
blow.
a little bit warm. I'm not even lying. I'm a little bit warm. So, I don't know where this sits in it. What I felt was, Your Honour, it was starting to go down. I thought if we leave that, it's going to get chilly. I've got slightly sweaty armpits. Right? No one needs to hear that. So I'm quite fine with it being a bit chilly. But I was noticing that you're a little bit scantily clad today.
I'm wearing a T-shirt.
Your rubbing of hands came as a complete surprise.
Yeah.
Well, I've got cold hands for some reason. I don't know why. I can't help it. I've just got cold hands today.
It's an unusual, because it was too warm when we got in.
Yeah.
So when you asked the question, with a minute to go before the show, which is 5 minutes ago, you were too warm or too cold?
I was actually quite fine, but I could start feeling a little bit of the air coming in. I thought, that's going to get
So you
chilly
turned it
soon.
up by 1 degree, and in the meantime, you're now sweating.
I'm a little bit warm for
Okay,
this.
I think that could be something else.
Oh, okay.
You could have flu.
You could.
From going, do you know what? I might just turn the heating up a little bit. Turn it up, and then 2 minutes later, oh my God, it's pouring off me.
But as we know, 1 degree on there isn't 1 degree in real life, is it?
We don't know if that even controls anything.
We have no idea whether... It's just numbers, isn't it? It really doesn't affect temperature at all, I don't think.
When you hit the aircon button in the studio, it lights up, a little light flashes in engineering, and depending on who's on, they either A, ignore it, B, turn it up or down by 1 degree, or C, absolutely turn it like full one way or the other.
They're playing
because
with it.
sometimes it's 21 degrees. We make it 22.
Yeah.
And within 10 minutes, the studio's like a sauna. A sauna. It's boiling.
It's so weird.
Or it gets colder.
Yeah.
Freezing. And I think they control it.
I do.
And depending who's on, let's say it's Robin.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's them idiots.
Let's teach them
The
lessons.
lights flashed. And he just goes, it's just a massive dial. And it just turns it up to like 1,000 degrees.
That's typical.
Sits there, chuckles, and lets his arse crack hang out on the top of his jeans.
That's it. Somebody who's worried he was getting so warm. James has melted. He hasn't melted. He's just not here. He's not very well.
So what's what should we do? What do you want?
I'm happy with
Well,
it.
you turned it up and now you're too warm.
No, forget me.
No,
I'm just the producer.
No.
What do you guys want?
Oh no! See now you've done it again. You instigated this whole thing, and now you just go. Forget me. It's not about me. You started it.
Yeah, but I don't get like this when the temperature changes. So what do you want?
I've not brought it up. I've actually not given any comment apart from I'm all right.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's you too.
It's nice temperature.
Mind games. Him blowing in his hand like a choo-choo train.
I think like I've got soaking wet on the walk from
like
the
an
car, so
Eskimo.
I'm a bit
Dom, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. Like this is fine for me.
Okay,
But
good.
if you get a little bit too sweaty, then for everyone's sake, let's turn it down one.
No one wants to hear the word
one wants to
sweaty.
hear the sweat.
Do you want to turn it back to what it was?
If you were
I
to,
don't
I'm
know
happy.
now. I don't know. I'm scared.
No, what do you want?
But like we've said, it doesn't matter whether you do that or not because Robin is in there somewhere just playing with it anyway.
Let's
so
leave it like that then for a
But
bit.
you're too warm.
Well, yeah, maybe it's because I've been flapping around for a little bit.
Right.
So, look, I can do this. There you go.
Oh, that's it. Pull the sleeves
Cool.
up. Yeah.
Are your armpits less sweaty?
Yeah, I'm just going to hold them out like this for a little bit. But I did I've been running about a bit this morning.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
that's it instead of anything else. And I feel fine.
This is the hell which is my life, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hellish.
Oh my lord! Yesterday, Tiff had somebody come round to the house to show us a few ideas of what we can do. Here's the train of thought. I have this everywhere I go.
Right.
Gonna get a new sofa again. Right.
Didn't you get a new one not that long ago?
Oh, please, honestly, Pip, it is literally.
Was it a light-coloured one?
It's like living in a tortured sitcom. Tiff's after a sofa which doesn't exist.
Oh, they're tricky to get.
Apart from in sofa showrooms. And what I mean by that is, we had a sofa that looked lovely, and then when you sat in it, you kind of melted into it a little bit.
Right. So you want something with...
And then you got up out the sofa, and it was like somebody had just melted into it.
Yeah.
And then you kind of do that for a couple of days, and then the sofa looks like you've had it for 50 years, and it looks battered and bruised.
Right, yeah.
So every so often she would go, do us a favour, go and plump up the cushions on the sofa. And it was like a workout. I'd had to get everything, the cushion you set on, the back, and beat the living daylights out of it, and then to fluff it all back up. It was honestly, it was like a workout. Tiff wants a sofa that looks really nice. You get in it, it's very comfy, and the millisecond you get out, it reverts automatically to as if no one's ever sat on it or looked at it.
Right.
I don't think that exists.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You want a bit of give, but you don't want to just collapse every time you sit in it.
Yeah.
Possibly. Perhaps it doesn't exist.
So once again, here we go with the passive-aggressive mind games. We're going to get a new sofa. So we're looking at a new sofa. And I paused, didn't I? I paused on it. And in that pause, she's gone, well, I'll tell you what, do you know what, actually? The walls are the wrong colour. Why don't we get somebody in to help us totally redesign? Because I've never fully been happy with the look of the room.
Right.
Oh, so now we've gone from we need a new sofa.
It's a new room.
To I don't like the room.
Oh.
So your man comes around the other day, and then the next thing is I'm looking at wall lights, coffee tables, side stands. You could put a new wall in here with a door thing with these lights, but the word Crittle was mentioned.
Ooh.
I almost passed out at that point. I think if he says Farrow and Ball, I'm jumping out the window.
They're not cheap, I think.
Farrow and Ball.
So the sofa's become essentially an entire new room.
Oh, the man cave was mentioned. I'm like, hold on.
Oh.
My man? I've only got one room in my entire home for me. Leave that alone. Well, no, what I'm thinking is we could put a bedroom up there because when people come to stay,
Right.
well, they can't come stay because we don't have enough spare rooms. I'm like, good. Who do we want to come and stay that isn't staying because we don't have enough room? No one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we have, and we differ on this. I don't know if this is a boy-girl thing. Right? She's like, yeah, but it'd be great if we have another bedroom, then we got the choice if people do want to stay. And I'm like, yeah, but surely for 99% of the year, that room doesn't get used.
No.
It's just dead space.
And you've got spare rooms, haven't you? Already.
One. Said it's
So like, if I come and stay with you, I'll stay in the spare room.
I have the spare room because the other spare room is the makeshift gym.
Yeah.
And then the man cave. The man cave's got a sofa bed in it that I bought in Habitat in about 1995. But that still works.
Yeah. I think entering the man cave is, that's in itself, that's
My space.
Exactly right.
You could go into my home now and walk into the bedroom, right? Or I blindfold you. In the bedroom you go, take the blindfold off. That sounds a bit creepy, but
Yeah,
you know
doesn't
what I mean?
it, actually?
You wouldn't know that was my room because there is no trace of me whatsoever
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Not a picture, nothing. Nothing. There's a wardrobe. You can open that.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Yeah.
There's a laundry basket. It's got my stuff in it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's no trace of me in that room whatsoever. There's an ensuite, Dom. There's an ensuite. Go and have a look at the ensuite. And then see if there's any clues there. Like Lloyd Grossman.
Right, yeah.
Go in there.
Sort of like-
Massive cabinet. Massive, beautiful mirrored cabinet in the bathrooms. Lovely.
Yeah.
There's 4 doors. And there's shelves galore with creams and makeup and smelly things and things that only women know what they do. And like things for eyelashes and whatnot and eyebrows and blah, blah, blah. And if you look really closely, like with a telescope or something, or like big goggle glasses, one shelf is mine.
Is that it?
One shelf. One shelf is mine.
Dear.
And it's not even big enough for me to get my deodorant in.
What happens if you choose to have a bit more space?
What do you mean?
Like, what happens if you choose to have another shelf in the bathroom?
The thing is, I honestly think she's designed the shelves that my stuff doesn't really fit in there.
She's designed them.
My
measured your
deodorant tin is that big, okay?
Right.
It's that big if you're watching. And the shelvings is that big. So it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
But weirdly, all her stuff fits perfectly. We've got a basket.
Yeah.
A basket that the toilet rolls sit in.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Men don't think about that.
No, that's true.
It's a little wicker basket with toilet rolls.
We've got one of those. I wasn't buying that.
The toilet rolls come in a toilet roll holder. The bag.
Yeah.
They put us in a little old champagne bucket for a bit.
What?
Yeah.
That's a nice touch.
A champagne bucket? Oh, you're making Tiff look poor.
It was given to us for our wedding. We didn't know what to do with it, so we shoved a few toilet rolls in it.
Great idea. That's a really good use of that.
I mean, you can only fit like 2 and a bit in if you have to have it up against the wall.
That's nice, though.
Travis, can you do a few more poos? The toilet rolls aren't fitting, so I need you to use half a roll, so it'll just be perfect.
Yeah. R.I.P. Man Cave, says Emma in Durham.
No, Emma in Durham, the man cave. No, the man cave. It might be, if it's anything to do, over my dead body.
Get Nick Knowles in, do a complete, overhaul.
You'll have to get that pry that Star Wars memorabilia out of my cold bloody hands. I can say that because I was looking on the Ofcom website yesterday of offensive words and what category they fall into.
Were you?
I really was, yeah.
And the B word's okay, is it?
There's the mild, moderate and strong.
Okay.
We shouldn't dig too deep into
Not
those.
really. It's a dangerous
I think
game
we
to
say
play.
a few.
It's... Oh,
there you go.
someone's saying a few swears there. Look at that. Oh, you can't say that one. I looked because there was an advert on the television last night. We were just about to have our tea. There was an advert on the TV and it had the word crap in it.
Yes, I've seen that ad.
Is that the paper?
The toilet roll one, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Who gives a crap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I'm like, oh, 7:07? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just thought, so if you had a kid, you got a 7, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, whatever, you're at the dinner table, you're having your tea. You go, this weather, it's a nightmare. I'm going to have to rethink what we're going to do at the weekend. And little Johnny goes, who gives a crap? You're going to go, the mouth's on you. Oh.
True.
Right?
I've seen that ad in the afternoon, though. It's not just evening time. They play in the afternoon as well.
So I went looking up because you can look at the words, and you can. So we played the game while we're having our tea.
Right? Did you? What, higher or lower?
I said the word to Tiff. She said if it was mild, moderate, or strong.
Okay.
And bar the strongs, which are weirdly there's two.
Yes, there are two now.
They're which, by the way, I'm sure I can find more. It's quite surprising. You say a word and Tiff's like, oh, that's moderate, I'd say. And I'm like, no, mild. Mild? Really? Yeah. How about this one? Oh, that's mild. No, it's not. It's moderate.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's not a bad word.
I was just about, thank God I didn't do this. I was just about to write a word down and hold it up to you and say, was that on the list? We are being filmed right now. So that's not happening. Sorry about that.
I've always argued about the crap word, obviously for obvious reasons.
Of course.
Because it's named after Thomas Crapper.
It is the
It's
inventor of
just
the toilet.
After a person.
Yeah.
So why would that be rude?
See, now, I won't, but I could take your analogy, which, by the way, makes absolute sense, and I could just twist it on its head, and I can find a very offensive word
really?
and go, yeah, but it's only their version of that.
Right.
What is it?
No.
Perhaps email us off air.
Ofcom offensive words. Let's have a little
Who
look.
is it who decides? Do you know what I mean? Is it just a couple of people who are like, oh,
Yeah.
you know,
I also think, well,
must be a committee.
in the right environment, swearing is actually very healthy, I think.
In the right
All right.
environment, yeah.
Here we go. I'm now in. All right. How to use this guide.
You wouldn't do it in church, would you?
We have researched these words to help them understand public attitudes towards offensive language on TV and radio. This document serves as a quick reference guide summarising views towards the acceptability of individual words on TV and radio.
Okay.
We've also developed a full summary report that this guide should be read in conjunction with, which contains additional findings to offensive content, including blah, blah, blah. Right? So, here's where you keep scrolling through. Mild. Words in this category are unlikely to concern audiences in most circumstances.
Just before we go on.
Yeah.
So as long as they're mild, and I only say this because one of the,
Now, there is no
Big thing.
mild category.
but it's saying a lot of them in a row is sometimes also jarring.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Repetition.
So we'll leave a gap.
I'm going to start strong and move backwards, because if you start at mild and you start building, it just gets progressively worse. Whereas I'm using my head there.
Right, okay.
I go straight in with Mother Hubbards.
Yeah.
And then we drop.
We go from
Right,
there.
okay,
Yeah.
fine.
And by the end of it, it's like, I don't know. I was going to say something very silly. Anyway, so mild words in this category are likely to concern audiences in most circumstances and require limited context.
Right. Limited content. Okay, that's fine.
Now, and I don't really understand the wording of that, because it's like, what do you mean limited context? So you go, who gives a crap?
It's sort of throwaway, isn't
What
it?
do you mean? I don't think I need to give you any more context than
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I hope you've got everything you need for information.
Moderate swear words have a greater potential for offence than mild words, and a higher level of context should be considered based on what audiences would reasonably expect. Strong, these words are perceived as highly offensive and need to have a clear and strong contextual justification for broadcast.
Or just don't say them.
What I love is the fact that
please.
Ofcom have gone, these are the most offensive words, so don't use them. Oh, no, we're not saying that. What we're saying is you need to have
justify.
really good reason.
Yeah.
For example, Chris Evans, he's a massive, use one of those words. I think they'll be all right with it.
Well, there you are. That's Ofcom.
Right, they'll be fine with it.
You know what I mean?
Kate Middleton, you get a fine.
Exactly. You would get a fine for
It's
that.
got to be in the right context.
Yeah.
No royalty.
Now, I look at the mild words, and I'm like, the second word in there, I'm like, that's not mild.
Oh, really?
It's not mild. That's moderate, that.
Can you mouth it to us like this?
Can you say what less?
Jay-Z has got 99 problems, but not one of these.
I know, I thought that was a big one.
Now, do you know, I swear to God, that's in the same list, mild, as cow.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. For example.
That's much more
Oh,
offensive.
you. I'll do it with a smile. Oh, you cow. / oh, you B word.
Which we won't say. So it's
See, I don't wanna say
No, me
it.
neither, because it's Yeah,
Now,
that's
it's
not
think
nice.
it's
in context.
Yeah, like you.
Like if I'm going, oh my God, yesterday I was on the phone to my mum, she was bitching about the traffic, because she got stuck in traffic and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I think you're fine there.
Okay, yeah. And it's a female dog as well, isn't it? We have a lab.
Would you like to know what else is in the mild?
Do you know what? Can I just say, temperature-wise, it's getting fine in it. It's nice and warm now.
Git.
Git is...
Git.
Now we say get, don't we, sometimes?
You cheeky git.
So you're putting git in the same
Yeah.
in the same category as the B one we just...
You know, if you drink too much and you get a bit
That's right.
drunk,
Yes.
but also the word can be used if you're a little bit angry or miffed
Yeah,
about
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And the Americans use it more than we do.
That's in the same category as git.
See, no. 'cause
And cow.
Is this in the mould category
Yeah.
still? Really?
We
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
say-
peed off is mild.
Well, we'd never say that on the radio. Ever.
No.
Would we? Not.
Now,
Nobody.
effing is also in there as well.
Of course.
But actually effing as in EFFING.
okay.
Oh, like effing and jeffing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We prefer Jeff, don't
Yeah,
we?
we'd always Jeff.
Yeah.
Morning, Jeff.
Now, let's move on to moderate. How are you feeling? You getting hotter?
No, I don't want to do moderate.
You'll go straight to strong.
Just cut out the middle
We
man.
can
These-
allude.
These, by the way, are general swear words. Now, what they do then is that they also then go through every swear word, every word.
Yeah.
And give you acceptability and then recognition. If there's a high level of recognition of that word,
Right.
Yeah.
right? If there's a low level of recognition,
Okay, yes.
it will let you know. Do you also want to know what's in mild? Is uppity.
What? He's a bit uppity.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, why is... No. I don't
Okay,
want to know.
uppity and the B word, which we won't say, are completely different categories.
Uppity. Now, you move on from that page, Pip, to references to body parts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And once again, you have your three categories. This is all true, by the way. This is all Ofcom, the regulatory board, right?
When
You've got mild, moderate, and strong. Now, mild has only got 4. Moderate has got loads. And then the strong ones, they're really funny.
Do you know, I'm really curious.
They're
to
really
know,
funny.
And this is without saying it on air, but I want to know which category this is in.
Yeah.
You know when you have a little bit of butter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where-
Oh, right. Yeah.
Where's that?
Or you're opening the door.
Moderate.
Really? Because now I'd love that to be mild because it's lovely.
It is lovely.
That goes with threepenny bits.
Yeah.
That's in there.
That reminds me of your set
It does.
from Monday. It's really good.
Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
in there.
Yeah.
Fine, yeah.
And also,
Go on, try and
What
find
about
through the rhymes.
if you ring something? Where's that stand?
ring a bell.
Oh, yes.
Now,
That must be...
it's not in there.
It's not in there.
It's not in there. The strong ones, by the way, there's a few obvious ones in there, as you can
Yeah.
imagine.
Of course.
Anyway, as you scroll through on the official Ofcom thing, and then it breaks it down a little bit more.
Right, does it?
Yeah.
That's good.
So
Every bone in your body wants to say one of these, doesn't it?
Please.
there's a high level of recognition for threepenny
Is there?
bits. Yeah.
A high level of recognition.
I can see why it's jarring, but it's so jovial. Do you
Right.
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm running out of time. I'd love to keep chatting on, but we have
Yeah,
to move on to
me too.
the next category, which is sexual references.
If only this segment was longer. That's what I think.
I know, right? So these are mild, moderate, and strong words when it comes to sexual references. Now, I'm just going to say it. Bonk, mild.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that should be... That's more of a sort of like
Yeah.
carry-on humour, isn't it?
Yeah, carry on's a good
Yeah.
benchmark. Like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is uncanny impression. It's like an alarm's gone off there.
Oh, everyone's just suggesting, where does this word come?
No
Yeah.
need, there's no need, but if you want, I can help. Oh, where does it stand on? It says Matt in Shoreditch. Oh,
yeah.
That's a good one, Matt. Let me have a look.
that
That
moderate?
is moderate.
Yeah, I'd say more.
Okay, moderate.
You see, again, really fun word.
Yeah.
Great word.
Absolutely
A
fun.
fun, light-hearted word.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that one.
Also, some of these mean different things, so we do sometimes say them in different
Well,
situations.
for example, tart is mild,
Yes.
right? But which is great because I like a jam tart.
Exactly right. Thank goodness. Yeah, it's not.
You know,
more
I don't
strong.
like. Let me pick one of the ruder words. I don't like a jam. I'm not going to read that word. Oh, do you know what? None of those words work with the word jam before it.
I just wouldn't start with jam. Wouldn't start with jam.
Yeah. So there you are. And then there's political references.
Okay.
And then obviously it gets serious with the race and ethnicity.
Of course.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ethnicity, which I can't even say. So
Yeah.
I think we're all right there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then it's words that are fine on the Chris Moyles show on Radio X because our listeners are cool.
Yeah.
And that's a big list.
Its own category. That's really good.
it's ended.
That's the first 25 done and dusted. You're welcome. Cow. That's fine, wasn't it? Yeah, that's good.
That's
right,
fine.
we're switching the cameras off. We're continuing on the radio till 10. Wave!
The Chris Moyles Show.
With Skoda. Visit your local retailer for Black Friday offers.